And what happens is Mitchell Trubisky throws to a spot.
Your stomach is weak, you just don't watch. We'll look at it with the reverse angle one more time, and I suggest your stomach is weak, you just don't.
His entire career.
It's not a pretty picture. The left knee and brilliancy
Is over. One more look at it. Oh, man, that's tough. Look away if you don't.
of course,
Flagrant.
They entered the league brimming with potential, ready to take the NFL by storm, but one wrong tackle, one devastating blow, and their dreams were cruelly snatched away. Join us as we delve into the heartbreaking stories of 15 talented NFL players whose careers were cut short by tackle injuries. Bo Jackson, a dual-threat athlete who excelled in both baseball and football, Bo Jackson's promising NFL career was abruptly ended in 1991 due to a hip dislocation and avulsion fracture sustained during a tackle. This injury effectively ended his football career, although he continued to play baseball for a few more seasons. Ryan Shazier, a linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Shazier suffered a severe spinal contusion in 2017 that left him with limited mobility and effectively ended his playing career. He had since become an advocate for spinal cord injury research and awareness. Eric Berry, a safety for the Kansas City Chiefs, Berry battled multiple significant injuries throughout his career, including a torn ACL and a torn LCL. While he was able to overcome these setbacks and even win a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, his career was ultimately shortened due to the cumulative effects of these injuries. Andrew Luck, the former Indianapolis Colts quarterback, abruptly retired in 2019 due to chronic pain and injuries sustained throughout his career, including multiple concussions and shoulder issues.
In a move that shocked NFL fans, quarterback Andrew Luck has announced his retirement from football at age 29.
His decision sent shockwaves through the NFL and highlighted the long-term impact of injuries on players' health. Darrelle Revis, a star cornerback known for his lockdown coverage abilities, Revis's career was hampered by concussions and other injuries. He retired in 2018 after experiencing short stints with multiple teams following his departure from the New York Jets. RG3, or Robert Griffin III. RG3, the electrifying Redskins quarterback, had potential written all over him. His dynamic style wowed fans, but injuries became his nemesis. An ACL tear in 2014 shattered his elite run, despite later attempts to revive his career. While flashes remained, he could never reclaim that early promise, serving as a tragic reminder of the fragility of even the most talented players. Jason Campbell. Drafted with high hopes in Washington, Jason Campbell's career mirrored an unfulfilled prophecy. Knee and shoulder injuries became his constant companions, sapping his mobility and effectiveness. Despite flashes of brilliance, the physical toll proved insurmountable. In 2014, after years of battling the limitations imposed by his body, he hung up his cleats, leaving behind a legacy of what could have been for Redskins fans. Sam Bradford. The number one pick in 2010, Sam Bradford's potential seemed limitless, but injuries like cruel twists of fate intervened. Torn ACLs and MCLs plagued him, stealing his mobility and rhythm. Though a brief stint in Minnesota offered glimpses of his talent, it wasn't enough. Ultimately, his career fell short of its sky-high expectations, a cautionary tale of how even the most gifted athletes can be sidelined by the game's physical demands. Gale Sayers, the Kansas Comet. Gale Sayers danced across the field with elusiveness that defied defense. But fate dealt a cruel hand. Multiple knee injuries, a brutal reminder of football's unforgiving nature, stole his magic. Forced to retire in 1970 after just 5 seasons, his dazzling career ended prematurely, leaving fans forever wondering what heights he could have reached. Sayers' story became a poignant reminder of the fragility of even the most gifted athletes. Adrian Peterson. All-Day Peterson, the Vikings' explosive force, couldn't outrun fate. A brutal ACL tear and stole his trademark burst.
Here as Peterson is slow to get up, and in the first half, boy, that is a painful Peterson.
Though his grit kept him on the field, the explosiveness he was known for was gone. His departure from Minnesota was inevitable, and while he persevered for years, he could never fully recapture that dominant form. His story is a stark reminder of even the most powerful athlete's fragility in the face of injury. Darren Sproles. The versatile mini-me, Darren Sproles defied size limitations with his dynamic runs and catches. but injuries were a constant adversary plaguing him with knee and ankle issues. A final blow came in 2019 at age 36, a torn ACL forcing him to hang up his cleats. While his career ended short, Sproles leaves a legacy of proving doubters wrong and showcasing that heart and talent can thrive in any package. Steve Young, San Francisco 49ers. Steve Young, the cerebral maestro of the 49ers, saw his career dimmed by the shadows of concussions.
Down on the field, eyes closed, maybe out cold. Take another look. Young drilled by Aeneas Williams. His head collides with Dave Fiore on the way down.
Multiple blows to the head took their toll, culminating in a brutal helmet-to-helmet hit in 1999. Forced to retire at the peak of his powers, Young's story became a cautionary tale, highlighting the invisible dangers lurking within the game. Though his legacy of precision and leadership remains, it serves as a reminder of the human cost sometimes exacted by the pursuit of gridiron glory. Joe Theismann, Washington Redskins. Joe Theismann, the Redskins' veteran quarterback, had his career ripped away in a single horrific moment. A 1985 tackle went wrong, resulting in a compound fracture of his leg, a sickening scene etched in sports history. This brutal ending, instantly silencing his future, was a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of football and the fragility of even the most celebrated athletes. Though his legacy of leadership and grit lives on, his story also reminds us of the immense physical cost players sometimes pay for the game they love. Injuries are undeniably part of football, but are we doing enough to protect the players? Do we value their long-term health enough? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. Remember, like and subscribe for more insightful discussions on the NFL.